Hello guys, welcome back to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali, and in the previous tutorial we have allow a user to click on any profile he wants, that is, let's say the Ford, and it will send the user to the chat activity, and then an online user can talk to this user, which is Rutherford. Now we are sending, as you know, that we have also sent the username and the user ID from the chat fragment to this chat activity. Now in this tutorial, what we will be doing is that we will display the username here, that is to whom we are going to talk, to whom we will send a message, and also we will display here a profile image and a back button. So how we can do that? For that we are going to create a custom chat bar. Okay, so click here, click new, click layout resource file, and we can give it a name as custom underscore chat underscore bar and click OK. So you can see it is created successfully. Now let's change this constant layout to the relative layout, and yeah, this is our. Now we need to add a background to this, so we can say background, and the background for this will be the color primary, which is this one. Here we need to add a circle image view, so circle image view 45 dp, and the height should also be 45 dp. Let's add a source for it, and it will be inside the drawable folder. We have an image by the name profile image, you can see this, but we need this here. Okay, so let's move it here. Let's give it some ID. So the ID for this will be custom underscore profile underscore image. Make sure to use underscore, and here we can say crop to padding true, and let's move it from the right side, so we can say margin right, and it should be 10 dp. Now we need to add a text view, so we can drag and drop a text view here. Let's come here, and now here we can first give it we can assign ID to it, so it will be custom underscore profile underscore name. So this will be our custom profile name, and this is the image, custom profile image. Let's change the text for it to display user name. Here we will display the username, and let's change the text color to @Android, and it should be background light. Margin right, here we do not need this, we need to change the text style for it, bold. Text size should be 19 sp, 18 will be good, and yeah, that's it. Now we have to display here below the last seen text too. Here we will display the last seen of a user, that is the date and time. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this and paste that here. Make sure to change the this to custom, let's say user last underscore seen, and this should be below the custom profile name. Change this text to last seen. Now let's move it. I mean, from the top we have to assign some margin, and from the top it should be 3 dp. First remove this layout align parent top. Okay, and here you can see this last seen now, and remove this text size. Okay, we want the default size for it, or if you want, then you can give it text size. This is totally up to you. Okay, that is, let's say 15 will be, 14 will be good. You can give any text size you want of your own choice. So yeah, that's it. let's change this from 45 to 47 and also this to 47. So now it's look amazing. Now the next thing is to include this image view and these two text view here on our chat activity. So yeah, let's do that. So here we can say private. First we have a text view which we where we will display the username. The second one is for the user last C, and then we have a image private circle image view, and this is the user image. Now we have to initialize these three, I mean the text view and circle image view. So first remove this toast message from here. We don't need to display it here. Okay, now we will display these things here on these fields. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a method by the name Initialize Controllers. So this is inside this method we will initialize all our controls, that is the text view, circle image view, and all the things which we will later on initialize. Okay, so let's create this method, create method, and this method is created successfully. And now here we can initialize these three things. So the first one is the user image equals to circle image view, find view by id or .id dot custom profile image. Then we have a username equals to text view, find view by id or .id dot custom profile name. Let's copy paste this and we will change it for the status. So here you can say user last seen, custom user last seen. Now all we're gonna need is to assign this receiver name which we are getting from the chats fragment, and on the chats fragment, as you know, we are retrieving this from the Firebase database, so we have to set this on our username. But for the profile picture, what we will do, okay, so instead of create a reference to the Firebase database again and again here on our chat activity and then we can retrieve the image, as you know that we are already retrieving the image here also on our chats fragment. Okay, so the same, as you know that we are sending the username and the user ID from this activity to the chat activity, so we will do the same for the profile image also, that is to send this image to the chat activity so that there will be no need to retrieve the image here again on our chat activity. So what I'm going to do is, here you can see, here we can say here we see simply write that is final string retrieve image, remove this final from here, and what I'm going to do is first copy this, control C, okay, and then remove this string from here, and all we're going to need is to define this variable here, and also let's initialize it here also. Okay, so private and paste that here, and we can initialize this with the default default underscore image. Okay, so what it means, that is the value of this is default image, so it will first check here, that is if inside the database if the images exist, then it will replace this ret image which contains the value default underscore image with the link that is from the database. It will get the image and it will change the value of that default image to this, okay, whatever it is inside the database, I mean the link for this image, so it will get that link. And the next thing is, that is we will send this ret image to the chat activity, just like we are sending the user ID and the user name from here. So you can simply copy this and then paste that here and change this wizard user name now to user image, and this one to ret image. So yeah, that's it. Now we have to retrieve it the same way on our chat activity, just like we are receiving the username and user ID. So here I'm going to create another string type variable which will be message receiver image, message receiver image, and then let's copy paste this and we will change it for the image. So paste that here and change this to message receiver image, and remove this and make sure to use the same key which we are using here, which is visit underscore image. So paste that here. So yeah, in this way we are retrieving the image also. Okay, so now what we are going to do is to display it on our chat activity here at the toolbar, I mean here. Okay, but before we do that, we need to first add this custom chat bar also here on our chat activity. So to do that, here you can see we have initialize controller method. Inside this initialize controller method, first we need to add the chat activity toolbar which we create earlier, if you remember, which is this one. Okay, so we have to include this, and the ID of this is chat toolbar. So let's do that first. So here I can simply write private toolbar and this one. Okay, Android support v7 widget, and let's give it a name as chat toolbar. And now inside this initialize controller method, here we can say chat toolbar equals to toolbar, which is this one, Android support v7 widget. Find view by id or .id .chat toolbar. Set support action bar to the chat toolbar, and now we have to access by using the action bar. So let's create an action bar. We can give it a name as action bar equals to get support action bar dot set display home is up enables to true. Action bar dot set display show custom enabled to true. And now we need to access our this custom chat bar. So here we can say layout inflator. Let's give it a name, layout inflator equals layout inflator this dot get system service and context dot layout inflator service. Make sure to put a semicolon here. Then we can say view action bar view and import this view layout inflate dot inflate, and we have to access that layout which is by the name custom chat bar. So you can say custom chat bar comma null action bar dot set custom view to the action bar view. And here you can see we are getting the error, okay, because here I forgot to write equal. Okay, so this action bar will be equals to this custom chat bar. So yeah, that's it. Now the next thing is to display it. So to display it here inside our own create view, after this initialize controllers method, here we can say username. So username dot set text, and the username is stored inside this variable, so you need to pass this variable here. And for the image we are using the Picasso library, so you can say Picasso dot get dot load, and the image link, or you can say the image name, is stored inside this message receiver image. So pass that message receiver image to it. Then we can say dot into, and here we need to give it, I mean we are going to display this on our circular image view, which is by name user image. So pass that user image to it. And let's say if the user has not set his profile image, then we are going in that case we will display the default profile image of the app. So we can say dot placeholder before dot into, okay, and then here we can say r dot drawable dot profile image, which is our image inside the drawable folder, the default profile image basically. So yeah, that's it. Now let's run the app to see if it is working or not. So the app is running now successfully, and now if I click on any profile, then we got an error here. Okay, so if I show you the logcat, then it says attempt to invoke virtual method on this Android text view. Okay, so the reason for this is basically, if you come down here, we have this circle image view, this text view, both of these text view, which belongs to this custom chat bar. Okay, and here first we have to define this. Okay, so here you can see we defined that here after this. Okay, so all you're going to need is to cut this from here. First we have to give reference to our this custom chat bar, and then after that we can simply initialize our user image, username, and user last name, which belongs to this custom chat bar basically. So now if I run the app is running now successfully, and now let's click on Rutherford account, and here you can see Rutherford, but the profile image is different. Okay, now I will tell you the reason why it is. Okay, if I click on Muhammad Ali share, you can see the name is retrieving successfully, but there is a problem for the image. And let me tell you, it will always retrieve the last image, the last child from the database, which is GR Roberts. And now the reason for this is, now we have to fix this. To do that, what I'm going to do, I can simply cut this from here, remove this private, and come down here, and here we have our, here when we say final string user ID, here you can simply type final, paste that here, and now here yes, it will be like that. And now we need to convert this to an array, that is final string retrieve image 0. So here you can see we are it shows an error. If you click on this red bulb, it says transform ret image into final one element array. Click on that, and here you can see it convert this to an array. Okay, you can see this, and here you can also notice that. So yeah, that's it. Now if we run the app again, so the app is running now successfully, and now let's click on the Rutherford account, and here we go, Rutherford, and this is our profile picture. Now let's click on any other user, Sasha Glenn, and here we go. This is incredible, this is working fine, this is really nice. If I click on Muhammad Ali share, then here you can see Muhammad Ali share, and this is his profile name. And in order for the back button, all you're gonna need is to go to the manifest folder. Okay, double click on manifest, and here we have our this chat activity. Okay, so here we can simply say parent activity name, and it will be our main activity. So whenever the user click on the back button, it should send us to the main activity. Let's run the app again. So the app is running now successfully, and now let's check it. So here you can see this, the profile image of Muhammad Ali Share, and this is her profile name. If I go back, and here you can see it sends us to the main activity, or you can set to the fragments. And here now let's say I'm going to click on Jennifer Carter, and here you can see her profile image and then the name. And let's check for other user, that is, let's say Sasha Glenn, and here we go. This is working fine, this is amazing, and this is incredible. Now in the next video tutorial we will start work on the chat, that is, a user will type chat and we will save it in the database, and then we will retrieve it here. And once we complete that, then we will work on the last scene, and then the push notifications, that is to send the notification to the receiver whenever the receiver receive a request. So yeah, that's it for this video, and if anyone is new to our channel, then please subscribe our channel Coding Cafe. Thumbs up for this video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.